where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon.
Well, hello to you, and you welcome into another edition of Braylon Lee's virtual tour live, everybody. Happy Wednesday to y'all. It's 6 p.m., 6:05 now on the dot there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this evening. So as you guys know, Mama Tina, her gumbo stand got shut down. Well, there are some good reasons behind it, and I need Beyonce to come down front because I got some questions. Shout out to 5 people that were here, 4 people here now. Thank you so much. Mero responded to PDF academics. My God, ooh, Lord, and people have a lot to say. We'll talk about that. Then, of course, hair is evolving. And shout out to Cardi B with Grow Good or Good Grow. Her new hair care line is out. So very happy for her. Happy for all the hair care entrepreneurs out there. We'll talk about that. Delta Airlines has cut off Congress's perks to fly Delta Airlines. We'll get to that. 50 Cent, the businessman that he is investing in something really, really big for a huge amount of money. So we'll talk about that. Young Miami. My God. She is big mad because people had the right to do what they want to do when she made a choice, and now she's complaining about it. We'll talk about that. YouTube is in the news. Y'all know we talk about the creator economy a lot. So can't wait to tell you about YouTube and my thoughts on them. And then Tasha K. Child, wait till y'all see this video. I now listen. I was just scrolling while I saw this video. I'm like, oh, we're making this a destination because if the shoes fit, lace them up and wear them. So with that being said, let's get to it. Higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Let me take down this kind of intro here. Oh, my Lord Jesus. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Hey, Jada. Hey, Liddell Stiller. By the way, I do just want to say this. I'm going to try better. Okay, I'm going to try my very, very best to move forward. You're still going to get passion from me, but recognizing that, listen, sometimes that fire can be a little too, it can feel like 100 degrees over here, but it's only 100 degrees for destinations that, need to be talked about. Right. So I'm going to do better. Right. And so for anybody watching, okay, this is for now and for the future and everything in between that's to come. This show is based on passion, it's based on dedication, it's based on caring about the culture with factual information. And so I will do better at being about the business and commentary. But it's still gonna be the same show, but I'm gonna try my best to be better. So just wanted to get that out the way and say one love, much love, all love to each every single one of you. All right, let's get to Tina Knowles. For those of you who don't know, her gumbo stand shut down. Then was back up one day later. Now, Beyonce, we just want to talk to you. We just want to hear you out and hear your perspective because you swear that this is some of the best gumbo that you've ever had. Now, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Because, oh my God. Okay, here we go. I just, give me a moment, y'all, as I get the do my screen share going. All right. Now, Mia Takeout, you know you wrong for this. Now, for those of you who do not know, that is the witch from Looney Tunes. Okay. Why are y'all doing this? 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 Okay, let's get to it. So this comes to us from MediaTakeout.com. Full list of health violations from Tina Knowles' gumbo fiasco. Yuck. Okay, so here we go. The gumbo files inside the nasty inspection report that shut down Mama Tina's orange buckets, thawed seafood rather, and no logs. Okay, Media Takeout has the follow-up you've been waiting for. We've already told you that Tina Knowles' Mama Tina's gumbo booth was snatched by health inspectors at the Houston Rodeo after a customer reportedly fell violently ill. But now we obtained the full grade details from the official Houston Health Department inspection report, and it's even messier than we thought. Forget clerical issues. The actual reasons for the shutdown read like a scene out of Kitchen Nightmares. Here is exactly why the department forced the Knowles family to toss their entire supply of cherished gumbo into the trash. Okay, so let's get into it. The orange bucket scandal. The most shocking find in the report, inspectors discovered that the gumbo, which Tina says takes about 20 hours to prepare, was being stored in non-food grade orange buckets. Now, we all know that there's only one place that got orange buckets. Hey, CC, good to see you, beautiful. Glad to have you here. Love you, love you, love you. Value. Appreciate you. We all know that there is one place that has orange buckets. Hashtag more saving, more doing. That is the power of the Home Depot. Now, I need some people from New Orleans, baby, to help me out with this. You don't store gumbo in buckets, do you? You usually store gumbo in like iron pots. That's what I'm saying. You usually store gumbo in iron pots, or the casket iron skillets. Y'all remember the big pots that would be blue with white dots on them? Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, right? So you would cook that overnight, this, that, and the third, and then you would just put that pot in the fridge or what have you, in a place where it would make sense to put away gumbo. Am I right on that, or am I off? Y'all let me know. Cause that would be like putting fried chicken in an orange bucket and sealing it. So that way you can just dump it all into a fryer. Right? There's just some things you just don't do. Now, listen, I ain't cooking like Mama Tina, but I do have sense. Okay, let's keep going. While these look like the 5-gallon buckets you purchase at a hardware store, you know what? Why couldn't y'all? Why couldn't y'all just say Home Depot? Why did you not just say Home Depot? Why couldn't you just say that? They are a massive health violation because the chemicals from the plastic can leach directly into the hot food. Food being stored inside non-food grade containers that may contaminate food, the inspector wrote in the report obtained by Media Takeout. The unlicensed secret facility. Turns out the gumbo wasn't even being made at the rodeo. The investigation revealed a complicated, unapproved, rather supply chain. Oh my god! Now, Beehive, let me come on the big screen. Beehive, do not at me for this. Everybody is talking about this, okay? I don't need the Beehive to come after me. Listen, okay? I talk about anyone and everyone. As CC, as the Nell Stiller. I think Jada might be new around here, but welcome in. Glad to have you here. But CC and Linnell Stiller and a lot of people around here on YouTube, they know me. I give a lot of love, grace, and grace. Some people I don't give that to because they have put themselves in circumstances that has made them worthy of not deserving it. But this is a public story, okay? So listen, because that they don't play about their Queen Bee. But also, too, like, it just is what it is, y'all. So let's keep going. So, number one, the gumbo was prepared at an off-site location, right? Then it was moved to a freezer at an unlicensed facility without any temperature logs. Finally, was transported back to the rodeo to be thawed and served. This was a big deal. I'm waiting for the lawsuits to come unless they sell for the medical bills are compensate for their pay. And you know what? To be honest with you, I'm really am trying to think if there's any New Orleans chefs that are going to come out and be like, now, babies, listen, we don't cook like that in Louisiana. We know Mama Tina is from New Orleans, baby, but baby, we don't cook like that. I don't know who would allow her. I'm waiting to see if there are chefs from New Orleans who are going to come out and just in the most southern way saying you did too damn much. I'm just kind of wondering if that's going to happen because the source wasn't approved, because the source wasn't on the approved permit, and there was no documentation showing the food was cooled properly. It was considered an unapproved source and deemed unsafe for the public. Thawed seafood and missing labels. Okay. If orange, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Otherwise, they may lose money in patrons. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, if the orange buckets weren't enough to turn your stomach, the seafood situation was the final straw. Inspector saw observed bags of shrimp and crab that were sitting out that were clearly labeled "keep frozen," since the staff had no date marking for the food and no logs to prove how long the seafood had been sitting in its thawed state. The health department ordered every single bag to be destroyed. At the aftermath, education and compliance to their credit, the operators of Mama Tina's were reportedly very cooperative. They spent the shutdown period being educated by the city on wrapping cooling methods and proper thawing. By Tuesday, March 17th, out the refrigerator trailer for a freezer trailer, commit to making the gumbo on-site data so there's no more transporting from mystery locations, and agreed to never mingle Oprah with French batches. Does knowing the gumbo was sitting in hardware store buckets change your mind about trying to bowl, or is a little industrial seasoning? I hate y'all, me and take y'all. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Or is a little industrial seasoning worth it for the taste of the Knowles family recipe? Let us know in the comments. Now, Beyonce knows. We need to know. Did your mama cook like this back in the day? Okay, listen. We just need to know some things because you swear by the recipe. Okay, In all honesty, Tina should have known better. If she did, she should have hired someone who did. No, I agree. And here's the thing, right? When you think about Mama Tina and what she has done with Matthew Knowles, right? You think about sacred, right? And that Tina Knowles is a part of sacred, right? You think about, the fact that Mama Tina is a part of the crew for her tours and stuff, right? And so Beyonce is, classy and bold, and she's about her business. So this could seem like, you know, maybe the Knowles family doesn't have any class, which we all know is not true. And by the way, yes, I know about Tommy Lee Jules, a 41-year-old dating a 21-year-old. It's just like, on one hand, it's like, what in the world is wrong with you? I don't get why you would have to date a 21-year-old. But then again, he is 21. And so it's just like, at least Tommy is not a PDF file. It goes in so many different directions. Like I said, this is crazy with this gumbo situation, because I saw it as y'all were seeing it, right? I was seeing everybody talk about it. I'm just like, okay, I want to wait until there's more information. But when you hear that there were orange buckets, we know orange buckets are at the Home Depot. When you hear, the seafood didn't have any temperature checks and it had to be transported and everything, I just... Okay, let's roll on. I do have one more article for y'all. Here we go. Shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25. So Tina Knowles gumbo truck shut after customer vomits blood. Okay. So health inspectors find serious mishandling of seafood at Mama Tina's Gumbo after a customer reported vomiting blood following a visit to the Houston rodeo pop-up. A food safety investigation has shed light on why Tina Knowles Gumbo pop-up was shut down at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo last week, according to the health department records obtained by Houston's KPRC2 News. The closure of Mama Tina's Gumbo March 16th followed a customer complaint that included vomiting blood after eating the establishment's signature dish. Ooh, Lord. With a customer report, the complaint that triggered the investigation described a severe reaction after consuming gumbo from pop-up. In addition to vomiting blood, the customer report experiencing chills, nausea, and fever. The severity of those symptoms prompted the Houston Health Department to investigate the operation's food handling practices, and what inspectors found raised immediate concerns. So this is Bun B from Thrill Burger. So it says, my wonderful friend Bun B came by and got a bowl of my Tina's Gumbo. Yum. And of course, I'm making my way over there tomorrow to get a Thrill Burger. Whenever I'm visiting Houston, I'll stop by and get one. It's the best burger. Heart emoji, flower emoji. So, okay. Well, inspectors found on site the health department's report detailed a series of food safety failures tied to how the gumbo was being prepared and transported before it even reached customers at the gumbo. At the gumbo child. Okay. We're live on tour. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. The health department's report detailed a series of food safety failures tied to how the gumbo was being prepared and transported before it ever reached customers at the rodeo. Okay, gumbo and rodeo are very similar. Let's roll on. According to the records, the gumbo was cooked off site, cooled down, and then packaged into non-food grade orange buckets before being moved to a freezer at an unlicensed location. From there, the food was transported to a refrigerated trailer where it was thawed before being served to the public. Inspectors also know that Mama Tina's gumbo did not maintain temperature logs, documenting the cooling or storage times of the gumbo, a standard requirement for food service operations. The report further states that an inspector observed bags of frozen shrimp and crab on site with labels clearly marked "Keep Frozen," raising questions about whether proper thawing procedures were being followed. Two additional violations were flagged. The food source used after the pop-up's first day of operation was not listed on the approved permit application, and food that had been prepared rather more than 24 hours before being served had not been date marked as required. How the situation was, the seriousness of the findings, the health department described the pop-ups operators rather as cooperative throughout the inspection process. Inspectors used the opportunity to walk the team through proper rapid cooling and thawing methods, as well as state market requirements for prepared food. The operators agreed on the spot to stop preparing food off-site and made equipment switch, moving from a refrigerator tray to a freezer tray to better meet food safety standards. Those changes were enough for the health department to clear Mama Tina's gumbo to reopen the following day, March 17th. Back open quickly, the shutdown turned out to be a brief interruption. After passing the follow-up review, the pop-up resumed operations. Rather, was scheduled to continue serving at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo through March 22nd, completing the remainder of its planned run. Tina Knowles, the mother of Beyonce, a well-known figure in Houston's cultural community, launched Mama Tina's Gumbo as a Texas pop-up concept through her Louisiana culinary roots. The Houston Rodeo, one of the largest events of its kind in the country, provided a high-profile platform for the venture. TMZ reported it had reached out to the Houston Health Department for further comment. Representatives for Knowles had not issued a public statement at the time of publication. Story credit TMZ. Well, I am glad that child, there's so many ways to go with this. There's so many ways to go with this. If I want to go into a takeout restaurant for seafood, I want to see the reasons that started. No, absolutely. That's going to be the one who starts the lawsuit throw. Oh, I agree. That person who threw up blood is definitely going to kick it off. I will say this. Shout out to the operators for being open to learning. We can give it up for that. Now, listen, if we're going to drag, we got to elevate. Okay, so shout out to them for learning something new. Shout out to them that they made the changes. Hopefully, that person, okay, will be taken care of by Mama Tina. I'm sure Beyonce does not want that energy, right? So I'm sure Beyonce's going to take care of that personally, and it just goes to show that maybe we should listen to the experts that have been doing it for years upon years. But I will say this though, that Black CEO from Red Lobster will not be calling Mama Tina for a collaboration on the gumbo. And I'm sure Popeyes has looked at this and be like, nope, we can't collaborate. Nope, sorry. I know we gave her daughter a lifetime pass to Popeyes, but no, there will be no Mama Tina's gumbo at Popeyes. No. And I'm sure any other Creole restaurant that's a national chain will not be doing business with Mama Tina after this. But that don't mean Mama Tina is not gifted at other things. Okay. Listen, I just report what's happening. Okay. Listen, don't get mad at me. Okay. You saw the thumbnail. You know my voice is David. You know why you're here. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. Now, PD epidemics, right? The one who talked greasy to a 15-year-old on a Discord call, one who said, well, you're 16, 17 and a half, you're just going to get this D, and he's in an SA lawsuit, right? So that's who he is. He went after Mero, who was a part of Jesus and Mero, has been a while and out, and has a resume that PD epidemics will never reach, right? So let's keep going here with this. So here we go. So Mero issues warning to PDF endemics. If you see me outside, keep it moving. The kid Mero is not holding back after a heated online clash with DJ PDF endemic spilled onto the airways at Hot 97 during his Mind of Mero segment. The Hot 97 radio host addressed the feud directly. I'm going to say this one time and one time only, Mero said. I don't claim you. You depend on me. Just a name. You got no motion. Mero went on to criticize PDF and its platform and content. You a net negative pop culture, he said. You sit around talking crazy about people who matter more than you. He continued with sharp remarks about credibility. Everything I've done has been culturally relevant, Mero said. We move culture, we make culture, we don't just talk about it. So here is from Hot 97.
I think for this Mind of Mero, I want something a little bit more dark.
Ether?
Darker, a little bit more ominous. You know what I'm saying?
Go Ether, Shawnee.
Ether, I don't know if we got that. Let me see. Oh, you got the instrumental?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly where I was going.
My date.
All right, Queens, y'all, man. You want to get a little...
Listen, YouTube, internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this one time and one time only because like I said, I'm a father of 4 biological sons and daughters. But there's a lot of sons out there that are not mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim you. You're not on my taxes. You're not a dependent, bro. But you depend on me to survive. Because if you don't say my name out your stupid fat mouth, you got no motion.
Oh, my God.
You don't make nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't add nothing. You are net negative to hip-hop culture. You are net negative to society, gang. You know what's the saddest thing in the world? Sitting in my mother's basement, getting drunk off alcohol that she probably bought at Costco and talking crazy about anybody who matters more than you. And I know what burns you up inside, champ. I know what that thorn in your side ever since I made you cry live on stream years ago. And you can't let it go. What burns you up inside, my brother, is this. You talk about views, you talk about numbers, you talk about all this other type of stuff, data stuff that you analytical bozo nerds love to just throw up in the air whenever people say, that's whack. That's not culturally relevant. Guess what, fam? Everything I've ever done in my entire career has been culturally relevant. You understand what I'm saying? I'm up here Hot 97 because you know what we do up here? We move culture. We make culture up here. We make culture. We don't just talk about it. All right, fam? And that's what you do. You a gossiper. You know what I'm saying? You a page 6 in the flesh. You a diabetic page out of the New York Post. You fat hamster. And then people want to get on that social media and ask me, yo, but is he lying? Yes, he is. Because let me tell you one thing, champ. You wish you could be me. That's what burns you up inside. You wish you could be us. Us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for Mia Bell. I'm speaking for Kaz. I'm speaking for Shiny Culture because you know what? When I sit down and talk to somebody, it's Denzel Washington. It's Barack Obama.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's Matt Damon. You know what I'm saying? It's the names that mean something in the culture of entertainment. When you sit down, you sit down with a diabetic Tekashi.
Oh, man.
And a guy called Whack 100.
I mean, his name is...
And a guy who hangs out in project courtyards yelling at windows. That's who you sit down with, champ. That's not what we do out here. Okay? You see a BL interview, you know it's popping. You know who she sit down with. You see Kaz interviewing somebody, bro, they probably in the Hall of Fame. You see Shiny interviewing somebody, man, that's somebody that's tearing it up. Worldwide. You understand what I'm saying? You see Kaz one, he's in Tokyo.
You know that
he's in Tokyo. You in your basement in Long Island, maybe, or maybe in Jersey, because nobody knows who you are.
You understand?
We need drones. Mossad can't find you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want no smoke with nobody, especially me, fam. Because let me tell you something right now. If it wasn't for them strip club bouncers that that form a force field around you,
no disrespect,
you be
See,
fooled. You a 20-piece chicken nugget with sweet and sour sauce. All right? Let me tell you something. The last thing I'll say about you is that
throw that thing out, sir.
You a one-trick pony.
Be a super soul.
You know how to do one thing, and that's exploit
you work the poverty, don't work you.
Misery, and violence for your own monetary gain. And not all money is good money, but I'm good, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my koi fish. Shout out to Crunchy Black. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Derek. You know, you feel me? Shout out to Aaron Judge and everybody else in the pond.
Man,
okay?
You done put the chat up today, Mero.
All right? So listen, y'all can clip this, do this, whatever. Y'all, ain't no way you can manipulate this video, gang. Hey, Jay's giving me to wrap it up, so I'm going to wrap it up on this. My man, if you see me outside, put your head down and look at your shoelaces, all right? Mind the Mero. Hot 97, baby. Mornings with Mero. We not playing out here. You heard? Call us up. Call us up. Let me know how you feel. And up next, switch gears a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm a dad. So I go from giving you that pow pow to giving you that hoo hoo. You know what I mean? And we got some tickets on deck for you, all right? So keep it locked right there, baby. We got Hip Hop Jumpity coming up next. Let's go.
Now that's how you respond. Braylon, get back on camera. We got to show it. Okay. All right. That man, listen. And you are actually very good. Well, listen, I say what needs to be said, and so do I. Well, I mean, you are the GOAT. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Child, listen. I feel like Mero had every right to say what was on his mind. You cannot keep going after people and expect for you not to get a response. And Hot 97 allowed him to do it because Hot 97 can't even stand you. And Poetic Flacco said, I would have fired Rosenberg if y'all had the chance to get academics or PDF academics, right? Let me put some respect on his name. PDF academics on Hot 97. Do y'all think that Hot 97 would have allowed a dude like him who talked greasy to a 15-year-old to be a radio show host on their airwaves? No. Give me one moment, because there's a person that we haven't seen in a while. Give me one moment. Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me one moment. Now, for you old school heads that know the show, say hi, Razy. Say hi. Say hi, Razy. Say hi. Say hi, Razy. Say hi. What do you guys say about this? Well, you know what? It's been a while since I've been on here, and congratulations on your 1 million views. You are very deserving of it. You drink your water. You mind your own business. You say what needs to be said. And listen, sometimes you ain't going to say it in the most correct way. And sometimes, you know, these destinations do take you there. You don't mean to be out of pocket, but these will be out of pocket. So if they're out of pocket in the group chat telling us how they are out of pocket, then you have a little bit of a right to be out of pocket. Now, when it comes to this PDF academics and Mero situation, why should I listen to somebody who will never be picked up by the industry when Mero has a resume that has gotten him into doors that PDF academics could never get into because he has no name? Damn, right? You ain't gotta be that. Look, Razy said that, not me. Razy, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the old school heads of the show that know who Razy is. Shout out to y'all. But that's why I truly have to say about this. Like, are we really doing this? 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 We're allowing somebody who is not ever referenced in anything at all. AC or PDF academics route would never be mentioned on Good Morning America, Today, CBS Mornings. You don't see him at the Grammys, the Oscars, the Tonys. Like I said, he's the younger version of Carlos King. He's known, but nobody reps him at all. At all. So, And not to mention, PDF Academics could never do what Braylon Lee does. Let's get that straight. And I know what, his crazy, rabid, and demented fans are going to say. Well, bro, you had 3,000 subscribers and 1 million views. Yeah, but I have a range that he will never do. Topics in the way that I have covered these destinations. He does not really care about Black people. He said, and I quote, Mero was a DEI hire. Then what are you, sir? Because you're not even a U.S. citizen. You from Kingston, Jamaica. Let's roll on, though. Referencing his own career, he said, I've sat with real figures. That's not what you do, champ. The comments follow a weekend of back and forth exchange online. PDF Academics previously fired back during a live stream, calling Mero absolutely atrocious and questioning his staying power. He'll be gone soon. He said, Mero closed out his message with a warning. If you don't want no smoke, he said, if you see me outside, keep it moving. Now, here is a platform called Urban Radio Nation that had some things to say. We're absolutely tired of hearing PDF Academics' clueless thoughts on radio. Okay, that's what they're saying. All right, let's get into it here. Here we go. DJ PDF Academics has no business speaking on things he clearly doesn't understand, mainly radio and music. When does he ever leave his crib to a party? He clearly just listens to music like you. Does that make him an expert? He's repeatedly claimed that Ebro and Rosenberg were fired from Hot 97 due to dismal rains. That's not accurate. They were doing strong numbers, and when they left in December, they had better rains than the Breakfast Club and Key Demos. Facts. Key Demo was like 25 to 54, right? So, when I show y'all my YouTube kid, you see those different age demographics, and you see the ratio of men and women. Those are Key Demos, right? So, his angle seems obvious. Attack Ebro and Rosenberg in the digital streaming space on Twitch because it's where he found success. That's the platform where he does number, largely with the lonely dudes who sit on the internet and play video games all day. Damn. Moving on. Shame on Baller Alert for giving PDF Academics coverage. At the time, Ebro was in program at Hot 97, and this was before the launch of Ebro and the Moral Hot 97. Nobody's risking jail time then or now, taking money to play music on public airways that's regulated by the federal government and the FCC. That is called payola. When you pay for your song to be on the radio, you can go to jail for that. Plug Ola is also a crime where you're paying for you to be plugged, right? So with Brainley's virtual tour, I can promote anything I want to, right? This ain't controlled by the federal government, FCC, right? So if I wanted to promote CC's business, I can do that. If I wanted to promote a new app, I can do that, right? On my own. But if Brainley's virtual tour was a radio show and somebody wanted me to play music, then they would have to talk to the music, they would have to talk to the music director, get into the system, and then go from there. If they want me to plug their stuff, then okay, we will have to sit down and make a contract, this, that, and the third. Like, hey, I'm going to mention this, that, and the third. Now, there are, of course, times where you can, shout out somebody because you're the host of the show, right? But if you're not shouting out other people, then it can seem like plug Ola. Okay, so let's keep going. And let's set the record straight. Ebro has been executive at Apple Music for years. Rosenberg has been hosting WWE events on TV and sports radio host on ESPN Radio New York for years. PDF Academics, shut up. So that is what they had to say here. Now, this was the thing that I was wondering, right, on this thing. Because y'all remember that PDF Academics worked at Complex, right, on Everyday Struggle. And I wanted to know what Complex had to say. Give me a moment. Now, this is what Complex said. The kid Mero rips PD Epidemics live on Hot 97. You don't want no smoke with nobody, especially me. Your former place of employment said that you got ripped, bro. Okay, so you can't really say anything, bro. And that's now. I got one more thing on PD Epidemics. Wait till you hear about this right here. Let's keep going. Mero addressed PD Epidemics live on air following a heated social media exchange over the weekend. The kid Mero popped off with a direct on-air takedown PD Epidemics live on air on Hot 97 following a heated social media exchange over the weekend. The 42-year-old media personality made the remarks on Monday morning, March 23rd, during his Mind of Mero segment, making it clear that his comments about the 34-year-old streamer were intentional and final. I'm going to say this one time only, Mero said in the video linked above. Instrumental Mob Deep's The Shook Ones play in the background. I'm a father of 4 biological sons and daughters, but there's a lot of sons out there that are not mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim you. You're not my taxes. You're not dependent, bro. But you depend on me to survive, because if you don't say my name out of your stupid fat mouth, that's what he said, not me. You got motion. You got no motion, rather. Mero's central argument is that PD Epidemics thrives on gossip and negativity, calling him a net negative to hip-hop culture and society, while criticizing his views on his focus on views and analytics over real world impact. You know the saddest thing in the world? Sitting in your mother's basement, getting drunk off of alcohol that she probably bought at Costco, and talking crazy about anybody who matters more than you, Mero continued. And I know what burns you up inside, champ. I know that thought in your side that made you cry on live stream years ago. You can't let it go. What burns you up inside, my brother, is this. You talk about views, you talk about numbers, you talk about all of this other type of stuff, that stuff that you analytical bozo nerds that love just to throw up in the air whenever people say that's whack, that's not culturally relevant. Guess what, fam? Everything I've done in my entire career has been culturally relevant. You understand what I'm saying? I'm up here at Hot 97 because, you know what we do up here? We move culture. We make culture up here. We don't just talk about it. And that's what you do. You're a gossiper. You're a page 6 in the flesh. You're a diabetic page out of the New York Post, you fat hamster. Mero also focused on credibility and access by pointing to his own interviews with figures like Denzel Washington, Barack Obama, Matt Damon as proof of his standing, contrasting that with PD Epidemics guest list, which he mocked as lacking cultural significance. When you sit down for diabetic Tekashi 69 and a guy called Whack 100 and a guy who hangs out in project courtyards yelling out windows, or yelling out at windows, rather, Mero added. That's who we sit down with, champ. That's not what we do out here. He broadened the point to include his colleagues, Kasim Farhade, Shiny Culture, Mirabelle, and DJ Cass, one portraying their work as globally relevant while paying PD Epidemics as isolated internet bound. You wish you could be me. That's what burns you up inside, Mero talking to you. Wish you could be us. Elsewhere in the broadcast, Mero, you don't want no smoke with nobody, especially me, fam. If it wasn't for the strip club bouncers that form a force field around you, you'll be fooled. You a 20-piece chicken nugget with sweet and sour sauce, all right? Not too much on the sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's. By the way, if you go to Wendy's, get the sweet chili sauce, masterpiece, okay? Yes, indeed. There, let's keep going. Last thing I'll say about you is that you're a one-trick pony. You know how to do one thing, that's exploit poverty, misery, and violence for your own monetary gain. Not all money is good money, but I'm good daddy. Mero concluded, y'all can clip this y'all can click this, do this, whatever. Ain't no way you can manipulate this video, gang. And producer Jay is giving me the wrap up, so I'm gonna wrap it up with this. My man advice: if you see me outside, put your head down, look at your shoelaces. All right. The kid Mero took mornings over mornings at Hot 97 in January after the iconic hip hop station parted ways with Ebro Darn, along with his co-host Peter Rosenberg and Laura Styles during a recent stream. PDF Academics called Mero absolutely atrocious and said that he would be gone as soon as Hot 97 gets past the mandatory signing period. A back and forth exchange ensued on Twitter, where PDF Academics called Mero a DI hire with failing numbers, referring to Mero's supposed reigns. Mero went on to accuse him of being a verified PDF before calling him a fat, this is his words, not mine, a fat fucking loser dog and more. He also accused the streamer of taking payola to lie about new music releases on his live stream and denied that he's a prominent voice of hip hop. That's facts. If anything, LL Cool J, Run DMC, DMX, Coolio, I would listen to them before PDF Academics. All right. So that's my take on that. And one more thing, y'all. Y'all look at this. I saw this. I'm like, oh, we got to add this to the show. Check this out. So Ari Fletcher appears to threaten lawsuit against PDF Academics. I'm coming. The influencer and reality television personality warned PDF Academics to keep his streaming money tucked. Okay, so yeah. Ari Fletcher wants to get into PDF Academics' pockets after the media personality made allegations about her dating life. In a recent live stream, PDF alleged that the influencer and reality television star has slept with half of Atlanta and said that everybody fucks Ari. Fletcher shares a 7-year-old son, Yoshan, with rapper G Herbo, has been in a relationship with Moneybagg Yo since 2019. My only question I ask is, he bought her something? PDF continued in his live stream. After the live stream, Fletcher went to Twitter and responded to PDF's allegations and several sensitive tweets. I want everybody to pay very close attention to what I'm about to do to PDF Academics. She began. I let y'all play way too long, but you keep defaming my character. I'm taking it to hell. I hope that streaming money is tucked. I hope that streaming money is tucked, bitch, because I'm coming. Ooh, one lord. After one user claimed that PDF did live, Fletcher turned her attention to them. Oh, the shit I got for you, she wrote. Don't just think it's him. He just keep dragging it. But it's 6 of y'all, and you are definitely one. Herbo, who's engaged to Tatiana Willis, once challenged PDF, the fellow media personality DJ Vlad, to donate $100,000 to a Chicago nonprofit after years of profit off of Chicago gang culture. While on the Adam Freeland show last summer, Herbo claimed that he was cool with PDF, but doesn't always agree with the podcaster. PDF responded by saying that he's previously donated Chicago charities and claimed that Herbo was baited by Freeland into discussing the topic. Child, listen. I hope that Ari Fletcher takes him for everything he's got. He's been doing way too much. He went after Young Miami. He can't handle Saucy Santana. He talked greasy to a 15-year-old Discord call, and he said everybody was kicking his back in. No, people were kicking your back in because you were talking greasy to a 15-year-old in a Discord call. You asked would he screw with Playboy Max, who is another young man, bruh. You going to get your behind caught up. And I promise you, everybody is waiting for the fall of PDF Academics. I promise you that. Let's roll on, y'all, because we do have more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. So check this out. Shout out to rollout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 inside the wig extension economy and modern beauty. The wig extension economy became a billion-dollar industry. The hair extension and wig market has exploded into a multi-billion-dollar industry built on the premise that people's natural hair is insufficient and needs to be supplemented, replaced, or entirely reimagined. What was once a specialty product for people with medical hair loss or specific styling needs has become standard beauty practice. Women are wearing wigs and extensions as everyday solutions to the problem of natural hair not meeting beauty standards. This represents a fundamental shift in how people relate to their bodies. Your hair is no longer what grows grows from your head. Your hair is now a commodity you can purchase and apply. Your hair is now a component of your appearance that you can swap, modify, and upgrade. The separation between your body and your appearance has become complete. Give me one moment, y'all, because there was an article that I wanted to bring up. Yeah, Grow Good. By the way, shout out to Grow Good Beauty from Cardi B. That's what I meant to say, y'all. Listen, it's been a long day. I had like 7 pallets at my job today, so please forgive me. But we'll get to that Black Enterprise article here in just a little bit. Back to this. The separation between your body and your appearance has become complete. There we go. Extensions create a standard that natural hair can't meet. Hair extensions existed before they became normalized, but they weren't standard. Now they're everywhere. Influencers wear them, professional women wear them, teenagers wear them. The invisibility of extensions normalized them to the point where many people assume other people are wearing them. This has created a new standard of what hair should look like: long, thick, voluminous, with specific curl patterns or natural straightness. Natural hair, most people can't achieve this standard without significant damage and effort, so extensions became a solution. Rather than changing the standard, the industry sold the idea that you need to add to your natural hair to be acceptable. The standard itself didn't change. The way people achieved it did. Wigs transitioned from medical care devices to fashion accessories. Wigs used to be worn by people who had alopecia, people with medical conditions, people undergoing chemotherapy. Wigs were tools for dealing with hair loss. Now wigs are fashion accessories. People wear wigs as style options. They own multiple wigs the way they own multiple outfits. Wigs became about aesthetic choice rather than medical necessity. If you guys remember Wendy Williams, right? She has I believe that she has Graves' disease, if I'm not mistaken. So she will wear wigs on TV, right? And wigs out in public. This created an interesting inversion where wigs became empowering. You could change your hair whenever you want, try new styles without damaging your natural hair, express different versions of yourself. The empowerment narrative is real, but it's built on the assumption that your natural hair is insufficient and needs to be supplemented or replaced. The labor is usually extracted from Black women's hair. The hair extension wig industry disproportionately sources from Black women's hair. Donors are often economically disadvantaged women who sell their hair for money they desperately need. The hair is then processed and sold at markups of hundreds of percentage points to women who wear it as beauty supplements. The labor of harvesting products to maintain the extensions falls on the wearer, while the profit flows to distributors and manufacturers. This created a specific exploitation dynamic where the beauty standard, long, silky hair, is built on the harvested bodies of women who are economically exploited for their hair. The industry is built on the economic desperation of some women being converted into beauty products by the women. Now, I do remember when I was on 3 with the T, and I showed Sassy, Lil Paulette, and the ladies of our audience at the time a wig that went for $1 million. You heard me correctly. $1 million. $1 million. I'm like, are we really doing this? Are we really spending $1 million on some hair? I have heard that extensions and what is it, goat hair and stuff like that. It can be up to like $400, $500. I'm like, there's nothing like a woman with some natural braids. There's nothing like a woman with a natural afro. There's nothing like a woman with natural curls, right? And I know that Chris Rock did a documentary called Good Hair, right? And I think with our society today, I've always said the society has not followed their own rules. Why should we? It's the same thing with hair. Your hair is your hair. Like, all I had growing up was braids, an afro, and this. That's it. Those are the only hairstyles I've ever had. But I see people with mohawks. I see people with low tip fades, all types of stuff. So I do believe that hair is a form of expression, but also too, we should not have to change everything in order to be accepted. So the maintenance becomes its own industry. Once you wear extensions, the maintenance becomes extensive: professional installation, regular touch-ups, specific shampoos, conditioning treatments, protective styling. The extensions themselves create a parallel industry of maintenance services. People are paying for the extensions, then paying constantly for upkeep. The extensions that were supposed to make hair care easier create more elaborate maintenance requirements. This creates a financial treadmill where people are locked into continuous spending on hair maintenance. The moment you stop maintaining the extensions, your natural hair has been damaged. You're forced to continue the extension cycle because the alternative is dealing with the damage the extensions cause. The extensions create the dependency. Natural hair becomes invisible in the standard. As extensions became normalized, natural hair became increasingly invisible. People don't see natural hair as an acceptable endpoint. They see it as something to be supplemented. The standard now includes wigs and extensions. Natural hair is what you have underneath. The real hair people see and evaluate is often purchased hair applied on top of natural hair. This creates a situation where people's actual hair is no longer sufficient for their appearance. It's just a base layer. Real appearance is built on top of it with purchased extensions. Your natural hair becomes invisible, devalued, something you need to cover up with better hair. The industry relies on body dissatisfaction. The wig extension industry profits from people being dissatisfied with their natural hair. If people accepted their natural hair, the industry would collapse. So the industry invests in creating the standard that natural hair can't meet. It promotes the idea that extensions are normal, that wearing wigs is fashionable, that your natural hair is insufficient. It creates this dissatisfaction it claims to solve. Recovery requires accepting that your natural hair is acceptable, that your hair as it grows from your head is fine, that you don't need to purchase hair to be attractive, that the standard promoting extensions and wigs is invented by an industry that profits from your dissatisfaction, that opting out of the extension economy is actually an act of resistance against the systems that profit from your body dissatisfaction. Wow. Like I said, I found this very interesting. I wanted to bring it to y'all attention because I do believe that natural has been rising up more and more and more and more. I mean, you think about that from bedding and natural beds that aren't, manufactured in factories. You think about that from, dairy and gluten-free and, I'm trying to think, gluten-free. And then for babies, there's like talc free or something like that. So you think about how the natural industry has evolved. And when I saw this, I was just like, this is very interesting. Because to me, I've never really felt like a woman is defined by her hair. She's defined by her totality. And I think the more that we can recognize people's totality instead of one thing about them, the more that we can all enjoy each other. So just thought this was very interesting. So I want to also bring this to your attention as well. From blackenterprise.com here in Black Enterprise Magazine. The future of wigs begins with a black woman and robotics. The robotics system allows for unprecedented customization, enabling the creation of bespoke scalp-like bases. Astea Abusalam, the founder of luxury hair brand The Renatural, is integrating advanced robotics into the production of wigs. Apasulium has developed a proprietary robotic system that will disrupt the $60 billion global hair industry. Her robotic system is designed to automate ventilation, the traditionally labor-intensive process of hand tying individual hair strands into a lace wig cap. The consistent speed technology has the potential to decrease wig construction times and cost. Production on human hair units is lengthy. A standard unit can take upwards of 40 hours. So you mean a whole work week takes up that much time to make one wig? Good Lord Jesus, that is just mind-boggling. A Muslim creation will hopefully be down to just a few minutes, addressing a major scalability bottleneck that has existed for centuries. The core of Abu Salam's innovation lies in a robotic arm program to replicate the intricate micro 9 movements of human crafters, yet the machine will possess a higher degree of precision and speed incorporated by transitioning from manual labor to automatic wig-bot technology. The Renatural seeks to eliminate the human rights concerns and middleman complexities often associated with the global hair supply chain. The robot also allows for unprecedented customization, enabling the creation of bespoke scalp-like bases that can be programmed to match a wearer's exact skin tone, hair density, and natural hairline. I think this was supposed to be an IG post, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is here. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So there it is there. Beyond manufacturing, Abu Salam's vision for the company is rooted in hair health. The Renatural had gained acclaim for the Wig Fix, a patented silicone headband designed to secure wigs without the use of toxic glues or clips, which are leading causes of traction alopecia. By combining these health-conscious accessories with high-tech manufacturing, Abu Salam is positioning the Renatural as a deep tech company rather than a traditional beauty brand. This shift has attracted significant interest from venture capitalists looking to invest in the beauty tech sector, a solution to long-standing ethical and efficiency issues in the hair market. Abu Salam's artistic vision is garnering support from all sectors. Determined to expand, she won $65,000 in a Harvard Business School pitch competition. Additionally, she received a $100,000 investment from Black Ambition by Pharrell Williams. In 2025, the Renatural raised $4.2 million in seed funding. Well, congratulations. That's amazing. And not to mention, too, I know that for most of us, when it comes to AI and technology, we are so against it. But think about it like this: the fact that a wig could be made specifically to your hair, scalp structure, your skin tone, anything, everything in between is amazing, right? That means that diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, and unification, right? Everybody will be able to be seen, and a Black woman is doing it. That is something huge to celebrate. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. There is more Brilliance Virtual Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Let's get to Delta Airlines, because Delta has been in the news lately. Yes, it has. All right, so here we go. This is absolutely huge. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, Delta's not playing. So check this out from CNBC here. Delta suspends specialty services perk for members of Congress, cites DHS shutdown. Key points: Delta Airlines suspended its airplane escorts and red coat services for Congress members and their staff, signed the partial shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. The move comes a week after Delta CEO Ed Bastian blasted Congress for failing to authorize pay for Transportation Security Administration agents during the shutdown. TSA is a division of DHS. Airline executives have rallied against lawmakers in the recent months, urging them to ensure central government workers like TSA officers are paid during the shutdown. Are paid during shutdowns, rather. No sky perks for you. You lose, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Shout out to Gene Wilder, who played Willy Wonka. Yes, indeed. Delta Airlines suspended its airport escorts and red coat services for members of Congress and their staff because of the ongoing partial shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. The carrier said on Tuesday. The move comes a week after Delta CEO Ed Bastian blasted Congress during an interview with CNBC Swap Box for failing to authorize pay for Transportation Security Administration agents during the shutdown of the agency that includes TSA due to the impact on resources of the long-standing government shutdown. Delta would temporarily suspend specialty services to members of Congress flying Delta. Delta said safety. Next to safety, Delta's number one priority is taking care of our people and our customers, which has become increasingly difficult in the current environment, the airline said. Delta's action was first reported by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Delta's Capitol desk, which is a reservation line for members of Congress and staffers, remains open. But for now, those customers will be treated like any other passengers based on their respective Sky Miles stats. The move comes as airports around the U.S., including major hubs and cities such as Atlanta, where Delta is based, are seeing extra long security lines as a result of elevated absences by TSA agents who are set to miss their second full paycheck this week. Boston last week fumed to CNBC that it's inexcusable that our security agents, our frontline agents that are essential to what we do, are not being paid. It is ridiculous to see them being used as political chips, so we're outraged, Washington said. If there's a call to action here, and I think over 90% of the American public supports those people getting paid, ask our folks right here in Washington to do their job and get our people paid. They can do it, the CEO said. United Airlines, when asked by CNBC if it had suspended its similar perks for Congress, for members of Congress, said, we don't have any changes to announce today. CNBC requested comment from American Airlines about its services for federal lawmakers. Airline executives have rallied against lawmakers in recent months, urging them to ensure that central government workers like TSA officers are paid during shutdowns, which have become increasingly common. Repeated funding impasses, including in early 2019 and as recently as of last fall, ended shortly after absence of government workers who were required to work without pay increased. So first of all, shout out to the CEO of Delta Airlines for standing on business and saying what needed to be said. And I'm just going to say this. Truly, what you invest, you will receive. What you invest, you will receive. What you invest in, you will receive. And it is truly mind-boggling how, to me, people feel like they can cause hell and then ask for people to treat them in a heaven fashion. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. If you do things wrong to people have the right to do wrong things to you. It is what it is. If you leave people alone, you treat people with respect, and you do the work, if you're that good, your work will speak for itself, then there it is. Shout out to Delta for doing the right thing. All the other airlines should cut off services until TSA workers get paid. I will go back to November 4th. If everybody would have done what they were supposed to do, we wouldn't be in this hole. But hey, people had to look around and find out. Now, speaking of finding out about things that are happening in the neighborhood, 50 Cent, man, always do something big here. So let's talk about it, everybody. Here we go. Okay, I'll have to talk about that some other time. Here it is here. From TMZ Hip Hop, 50 Cent inks massive $100 million deal for Times Square takeover. This is exclusive from TMZ Hip Hop. Here we go. 50 Cent is turning Times Square into his own personal playground because TMZ has learned he just inked a $100 million deal to build a celebrity-packed mega venue. Fans can party, catch surprise performances, and rub elbows with A-listers all in one night. You know, this is sounding like the rebirth of Studio 54. Now, Studio 54 is now a theater, right? But this is what it sounded like. The rap mogul has teamed up with Planet Hollywood boss Robert Robert Earl to launch PH Live, a next-level entertainment hub set to take over Planet Hollywood's flagship New York City location. This isn't your average nightlife spot. Planet Hollywood Live is designed to be a full-blown celebrity matinee hosting everything from pop-up concerts and movie premieres to high-end private parties and major cultural events. So here it is, PH Live 50 coming soon to Times Square. 50 says the goal was simple: to create the ultimate destination where everything collides. Planet Hollywood has always been connected to pop culture, and PH Live takes that energy to the next level. The space is being located within the state-of-the-art LED tech that can completely transform the venue depending on the event. Think surprise performances, live sports watch parties, album launches, and over-top celebrations that feel more like exclusive Las Vegas shows. The spot will serve up 50's personal favorites, including sweet chili shrimp, steak, and a signature burger featuring signature sauce. The venue will also showcase memorabilia from his film and TV career, giving fans a full immersive 50 cent experience while they eat. So there is some people there inside Planet Hollywood there. There you go, right there. The deal builds on his already strong relationship with Planet Hollywood following his successful Vegas residency and the launch of his candy shop bar. Even bigger, this could be just the beginning. Plans are already in the works to expand PH Live to cities, including Louisiana, where 50 is building a film and TV production hub. Congratulations to 50 Cent. I think this is absolutely amazing, to be real with you. 50 Cent has always been about being about the business. And I'm with him with Planet Hollywood. I think there's something there. Planet Hollywood is a brand that has endured the test of time. You think about Motown Cafe and how that was in New York, but I think it was also in Orlando, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So I do think a Motown Cafe would be cool still in 2026. And Planet Hollywood was a celebrity joint venture with many celebrities back in the day. So now the fact that PH Live could be a franchise and be like the first nightclub franchise in the United States would be huge. Speaking of that, check this out. This is also some more news from Planet Hollywood. So this comes to us from Licensed Global Surge Brands, named Global Licensing Agent, Planet Hollywood worldwide program to further expand the hospitality and entertainment brand through retail merchandise. So this is the inside of Planet Hollywood. I believe this is their New York location here. Surge Brands has been appointed a worldwide licensing agent for Planet Hollywood, the hospitality and entertainment brand known for its celebrity-powered restaurants, immersive resorts, and collection of Hollywood memorabilia. Launched in 1991 by restaurateur Robert Earl, Planet Hollywood redefined dining with a blockbuster twist. The flagship location on New York City's West 57th Street offered guests a front row seat to Hollywood magic, certified cuisine, alongside immersive displays of iconic props, costumes, and artwork. The concept quickly expanded to a global phenomenon of restaurants, hotels, casinos, and retail, each room with memorabilia, cinema's most celebrated films. For more than 3 decades, Planet Hollywood has delivered on its promise, an unrivaled, unforgettable entertainment experience. Surge Brands will focus on developing a global retail license program across multiple categories, including fashion, accessories, collectibles, home decor, experiential products. Building on Planet Hollywood's globally recognized brand, rich Hollywood heritage, destination venues program, which will begin rolling out later this year, will engage both nostalgic fans and a new generation of consumers through dynamic retail offerings. Planet Hollywood is one of the most enduring pop culture brands in the world with unmatched global recognition and authentic connection to Hollywood entertainment, says Ari Friedman, Vice President Licensing Surge Brands. We are excited to work with Planet Hollywood to bring this extraordinary brand into fresh new product categories and markets, giving fans the opportunity to own a piece of the star-studded lifestyle. Our goal in partnering with Surge Brands is to translate Planet Hollywood's legacy into compelling merchandise for fans around the globe, says Earl. So there it is there. Planet Hollywood making a comeback there for sure. Like I said, any brand that they feel like they can contribute something meaningful to the space, why not? And with the creator economy, we all know we need more platforms out there for sure. All right, y'all. We got to talk about Young Miami. I know. She serves no purpose to herself, to anybody else, let alone the world. I know, but she is a mother, so we got to recognize that. But then again, let's get into this, because when y'all hear this, I'll be like, really, Bray? Are you serious? Let's get to it. So Young Miami, being close today cost me money. Young Miami says her association with Diddy affected her pocketbook, claiming she lost money and more because of her relationship with the mogul. The rapper sat down for an interview with Charlamagne the Guy on the Breakfast Club Tuesday, and he asked her if being... Excuse me, give me a moment, y'all. Give me one moment. Sorry there.
How do you reconcile supporting someone publicly when the court of public opinion is saying something completely different?
Give me a moment. We'll get to you, Charlamagne, in just a minute, brother. Let me get through this story here. Give me a moment. The rapper sat down for an interview with Charlamagne the Guy on the Breakfast Club Tuesday and asked her if being tight with Diddy had cost her something in the real world more substantial than an influx of online hate. Young Miami said it cost her views, money, and relationships with people in her life, all of which has been very hard on her. She also thought about why she stuck with Diddy despite all the controversy surrounding him. She explains it's because Diddy has always been good to her and completely changed her life. She said she judges people based on personal knowledge, not based on public opinion. So there is Diddy there with Young Miami in concert. Of course, Diddy's persona non grata in Hollywood right now after he was arrested and hit with multiple charges, including sex trafficking. While he was acquitted on 3 out of the 5 charges, the jury found him guilty on 2 counts of transporting people across state lines, prostitution. He still is on the outs of many people online and the entertainment business as he serves his 50-month sentence. As for whether Young Miami feared being called to testify at his trial, watch the clip all the way through to hear her unequivocal response. Bottom line, Diddy is everyone's favorite person right now. Young Miami says she's paying the price for her loyalty. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? I mean, you can be loyal to who you want to be, but when you see that video of Cassie being mollywopped, it's just like, Young Miami. Yes, I'm going to say Young Miami has kids, right? God forbid if her kids get mollywopped like that. I'm not wishing that on her kids, right? But we have to make it personal in order to understand the magnitude of how serious this is. He did that to somebody else's daughter. Diddy's own daughters walked out of the trial because of what they heard. If that doesn't tell you what you need to know, Young Miami, you deserved everything you got and then some. So let's listen to this clip from Charlamagne the God.
How do you reconcile supporting someone publicly when the court of public opinion is saying something completely different?
Because if I meet you today, or if my time that I experience with you is one way, I can only judge that person that way. So it's just like, I can't speak to nothing that I don't know of. I can only speak to the person that I met. And if I met this person that changed my life, that helped me grow, that treated me like a queen, that made me believe in myself, it's like, that's what I know. And I feel like people can have opinions, but I can only judge a person off of what I know and what I experienced. Like, I can't speak on nothing that I never was a part of, that I never knew. Like, I can only judge who I met. I can only judge who I was in a relationship with.
Were you afraid that they might call you to testify?
No. I never hid nothing. I don't have nothing to hide. It's kind of hard to say, you going through the I don't like, I gotta just you. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard because it's like, I don't want to kick somebody while they down.
Did being tied to the Diddy situation impact your brand in any way?
It did.
Really?
It did. Bad.
Like, I'm not talking about social media shit. I'm talking about in real life.
It did.
Like what?
It was a lot. Like, I lost deals, I lost money, I lost relationships, I lost a lot. And, here I am.
Wow.
Well, I mean, just because you have the right to do something doesn't mean there's not consequences that's going to happen. Now, here's a longer clip from Unwild with Tasha K. Here we go.
When someone, you were connected to becomes the center of serious allegations and legal issues, how do you reconcile the person you knew with the headlines everybody else sees?
I think in life, you always get put in something or a situation where you gotta make a life decision, and you gotta look back and say, like, what makes sense for me right now? Like, I can love this person, but I can love this person from a distance, or I can have a relationship with this person, but maybe I gotta come back to it. Like, maybe I gotta come back around. And I think that was one of those situations.
You wrote a letter vouching for Diddy's character. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were upset because they was like, how could she do that after seeing the video with Cassie? A lot of people wanted to know why you decided to still write that letter. I
think I wrote a letter for a change, man. I think that the man that I met and that I experienced was change. I'm not going to justify some bullshit or like support some good if I felt like that person was a change. Mm-hmm. And I felt like the person that I met was changed. It was a different experience. So that's why I wrote the letter.
How do you
So you wrote a letter for a changed man, but yet you don't give a damn about a woman being mollywopped. But God forbid if that was you mollywopped, God forbid if that was your children being mollywopped, then you would want the sympathy. And this is the same woman, in the words of Knowles the butler from the name, we're still waiting for the DNA results on that she said, and I quote, I'm going to be the next Oprah. Her, not him, but
you reconcile supporting someone publicly when the court of public opinion is saying something completely different.
This woman right here says she's going to be the next Oprah. No one has ever said that because nobody is making the thought to believe that, and nobody is going to make the space for that thought to be a reality. She's out her ever-loving mind. Sorry. Oprah got great in the 1950s, made it through segregation to become where she is now. You think Oprah would give Young Miami a shot to rise up? No. Saucy Santana did a better job on your show, Carisha Please, than you did. It was your own show on Revolt TV. Let's roll on.
Because if I meet you today, or if my time that I experienced with you is one way, I can only judge that person that way. So it's just like, I can't speak to nothing that I don't know of. I can only speak to the person that I met. And if I met this person that changed my life, that helped me grow, that treated me like a queen, that made me believe in myself, it's like,
if you have to say that he did all that, you were nothing to begin with as a person. That means you're not a real mother to your children. If that man is the source of how you exist as a person. Let me say that on the big screen 2 more times. If your source of who you are has to come from him, you were never a mother to your children. You were never a woman to yourself. If he is the source of how you live as a person, you were never a woman to yourself, and you are now a mother to your children. I said what I said. Rolling on that. Come on now. Treat me like a queen, but yet Cassie got sores in her mouth, that her head was bloody. Like, you and that other Asian woman, y'all must not have had a lot of nutrients from your mother's placenta when y'all were in the womb. Let's keep going.
That's what I know. And I feel like people can have opinions, but I can only judge a person off of what I know and what I experienced. Like, I can't speak on nothing that I never was a part of, that I never knew. Like, I can only judge who I met. I can only judge who I was in a relationship with.
Were you afraid that they might call you to testify?
No. I never hid nothing. I don't have nothing to hide.
You seem like a very loyal person.
I am.
At what point does loyalty become a liability?
Good question, Charlamagne.
That's a good question, Charlamagne.
We got time. We can just sit here and tell you.
I love it. He said, we got time. I felt like he said that because he actually does have time, but also too he said that because we can sit here because I got time because I know you ain't going because you don't have an answer. And the reason why she said that's a good question was because she recognizes that there's a weight behind what you do. For all the rewards you can get, there are consequences too. Let's keep going.
I mean,
meaning because you might be with somebody and at some point you realize just you even being loyal to this person to a fault, at some point you might have to cut them off because they might start bringing you down.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but also I just feel like if a person, let's just say for instance, right, I'm gonna just use this as a scenario. Imagine a person help you become a better version of yourself, or help you believe in yourself, or help you just experience new things, or it's still a positive for you. It's kind of hard to say, fuck you, you going through this shit, I don't give a fuck, like I gotta just fuck you. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's hard for you to let go because you never saw yourself as knowing that you can make positivity happen for yourself. That's why you never have allowed yourself to breathe to know that you can be a somebody. That's why you escape into other people. Because last time I heard JT is more known than Young Miami. Let's keep going.
It's very hard because it's like I don't want to kick somebody while they down, and I don't want to just say fuck you, you going through that shit, you got to figure it out, because like you my friend. I have a relationship with you. I have a personal relationship with you. Like I know you. It's like family. Like we like locked in. So it's like that's a hard situation. And it's just like I cannot just turn my back on somebody like that easy.
Did being tied to the Diddy situation impact your brand in any way?
It did.
Really?
It did. Bad.
Like I'm not talking about just social media shit. I'm talking about in real life.
It did.
Like what?
It was a lot. Like I lost deals, I lost money, I lost relationships, I lost a lot. And yeah.
Bankruptcy is actually a very quick process.
Bankruptcy may be a quick process, but being accountable is a long one. Oh! Prostitute. 39 likes now. I never understand why y'all were mad at her. Y'all bully everyone. It's so much I want to say without being judgmental, so I keep it to myself. However, Mr. City goes, no, it's okay to be judgmental. She insert herself in the group chat, rather. This is something I definitely would enjoy watching. My attention will be to listen and don't judge, child. She definitely gonna be back home with Diddy. She gonna be definitely back when Diddy come home. She's making sure she say his good graces. She knows she's going to need him when he gets out. Pitiful. Right. Nene Leak sleep in the chat. I wouldn't even claim to know which Diddy people, I wouldn't even claim to know which Diddy people were. I'll be like, which day? Oh, that day I didn't know that Diddy. Any smart person would distance themselves from this. It's always a matter of time, baby girl. Tasha K looking like what? Auntie, like what is this? Slam the dough in your face. Okay, so how did he change when he had a hotel night set up that the night he got arrested? Make that make sense? That's true, because he did not stop his freak offs leading up to it. So what about the victims he abused? Are we talking about the real victims? Because he was different with you doesn't mean he does. With you don't mean we don't care about the victims. Since the 90s has artists that was on bad, but we care about them, not you. Go focus on your kids and your music career, not Diddy. The situation is getting old and tiring. On the day talking, nobody's going to buy your music. Very well said. So as you can see, the people are not here for it. Now, this is the same individual. The same individual that said this. You ready? You ready for this? Yeah. Young Miami says she wants a God-fearing man with at least $100 million. You can't work for yourself? I mean, my guy, you are a darker skinned version of L'Oreal who called Michael B. Jordan corny and then wants to run away like the little itch that she is. Waste of life, serves no purpose to anybody in the past, present, or afterlife. And then wants to say, I didn't say my friend said, but you still made fun of his name, but wore a bikini top on a syndicated radio show interviewing Chance the Rapper. Young Miami is a darker skinned version of L'Oreal and a younger version of Thirsty Toxicity. Moving on. I cannot do this. The rapper and media personality. Rapper, yes. Media personality, said no one ever. Reveal what she looks for in a suitable partner. Somebody will want to marry that and procreate with that and live with that. My Lord Jesus, if that's an option, the world is in trouble. Okay, listen. Young Miami broke down what she wants in a man and includes a multi-million-dollar net worth. The rapper media personality joined Uproxx's Jeremy hit for the Soundcheck web series this week, or that week rather, in detailing her dating needs around the 3-minute mark in the video below. The City Girls member, who has 2 children, Count Shonda Combs, and partner and producer Southside among her former romantic partners. Young Miami explained that she's just living and having fun in her current dating life before declaring that her man needs to have a coin. I need someone that's, God-fearing, that's religious, that believes in God. She continued. I want y'all to hear this from her.
Each year, millions fall behind on their bills. Then debt happens, and it can feel like a burden. Weird portfolio.
I gotta pick one.
Just one. I know you love.
I can't say both. You gotta have a coin. Thank you.
A list of things you look for?
First of all, he gotta have a coin. Thank you. A provider. I need someone that's, God-fearing, that's religious.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. Child, my laptop, it was updated, crashed and all, but I'm back. We won't come out for a moment. I want y'all to hear this. I sincerely want y'all to hear this. This is just mind-boggling to me. So you going to say, you can't say screw, Diddy, this, that, and third, but You had the black dancing, black proxy, and black imagination for this to come out your mouth. Okay. All right. Give me a moment, y'all. Share screen.
Have fun.
Do you have a list of things you look for?
First of all, he got to have a coin. Thank you. A provider. I need someone that's, God-fearing, that's religion, that believe in God. Someone that leads. Any man that leads.
Okay. What is the minimum net worth that you have to have?
I want like a man that at least got like $100 million.
Okay, yeah, at least. Okay, we just crossed off a lot of people off that list. There's a lot of contenders that just walked the other way. Your DMs will now be flooded with 10 people, I think.
That's good.
That's good.
Narrow them down, God. Thank you.
Standards. Let's just say...
That brother was being very gracious. Shout out to Jeremy. Child, I know Jeremy Hitt was like, I know she lying after what she was just with. Okay. The Tea Time Arts also expressed that her partner should make at least $100 million. When Hitt joked that Miami's DMs will only have 10 contenders, she shrugged it off. That's good. Narrow them down. God, thank you, she said. Although young Miami and Diddy parted ways in 2023 after dating for 2 years, she wrote a letter of support for the music executive before he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Last September, the Bad Boy Records founder was found guilty on 2 counts of violating the man Act. For 3 of those years, I was in a public relationship with Sean. During that time, I witnessed and came to know a different man than the one often portrayed. Miami wrote to trial judge Arn Surin. Behind the scenes, he was loving, genuine, supportive, always encouraging. He motivated me, believed in me, and helped me grow both personally and professionally. Child. Moving on. Now, this is not the only person that has said something here, right? So, Usher has come out, right? From PeopleMagazinePeople.com, Usher says he doesn't have anything negative to say about Diddy while praising the producer's valuable contributions. Oh my God. The R&B star credits Combs as a mentor who reminded him of a really, really hard teacher he was able to learn from. Okay, Usher. All right, now. You know your situation with that girl and the H that ends in a S, child. But moving on, Usher opens up on why he still has respect for Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul began working with the R&B star decades ago, and the two have remained friends since then. Combs is currently serving a 50-month prison sentence after he was convicted on two charges of transportation to engage prostitution. Usher is explaining why he still has a great amount of respect for Sean Diddy Combs. In an interview with Forbes, the Enterprise Zone, the Nice and Slow singer 47 spoke candidly about his decades-long relationship with the music mogul 56, who is currently serving a 50-month prison sentence after being convicted on 2 prostitution-related charges. During the conversation, Forbes senior writer Jabari Young did a bit of word association, asking Usher his one-word thoughts on influential people in his life. When it came to Combs, Usher replied, legacy. Young referenced a past interview Usher did around 2015 when he previously mentioned that he knew better than to get distracted by certain things while on tour. After Young said Usher managed to avoid a lot of the negativity that we obviously know shows up in Diddy's story today, Usher clarified his stance on the present situation. His controversial take was that we can't ignore the reality of the history. In many ways, I think certain people prosecuted and may not be recognized for the greatness that they offer. Usher said, I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen, how he's been misrepresented. People reached out to a rep for Usher for comment. Combs has worked with Usher since the singer was just a teen. The two have remained close throughout their careers. I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this has made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition culture and ideas into something that's tangible becomes business. Usher said so many people benefit from what he created, and I acknowledge that, and that's why I see him as legacy. Referencing referring to the mogul by his former moniker Puff. Usher also shared that he viewed Combs as a mentor who reminded him of a really, really hard teacher who he was able to learn from in real time. I put respect on his name because I realized that what I learned as a businessman before I even understood what business was came as a result of seeing the incredible things that he was able to do in the way he positioned himself as a businessman. Usher added, in September 2024, Combs was indicted on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Despite being sued by dozens of people who have accused him of sexual misconduct, he has denied the allegations. The Bad Boy executive was sentenced to 50 months in prison after being convicted on 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution, which he is currently serving at FCI Fort Dixon, New Jersey. He has a release date that's since been moved up by more than a month to April 25th, 2028. So, Usher, I'm going to just say this to you, bro. That don't matter, right? Didn't you say on the BET award stage that, like, you're proud of your ex-wife and how you and her have evolved your relationship? And don't you have kids, bro? So I'm going to have to bring it to Usher now. I don't want to make it personal with Usher, but it is what it is. Usher, if your kids got mollywopped like Cassie, if your daughter got sores in her mouth, right? Anything that happened, would you have these same feelings? I don't think you would. I'm going to need y'all to stop capping for people just so you can still have a career. Usher, you are a legend by yourself. You evolved Las Vegas, sir. You just did a huge thing with Big Sean in Detroit, bro. You don't have to do this. Young Miami has to do this because she's a nobody, a waste of life that has no purpose in this world. But you don't have to do that, okay? You just don't have to. Child, but listen, this is why I'm really on Usher's behind, because look at this article right here. Damn shame. Damn shame. Damn shame. Usher says he saw very curious things when he lived with Diddy for a year at 13 in 2016 interview with Howard Stern. I went there to see the lifestyle and I saw Usher told Stern on the Howard Stern show. The 2016 interview with Usher has resurfaced amid the raids on Sean Diddy Combs' homes earlier that week. The You Got Back musician 45 appeared on the Howard Stern show in 2016, where he opened up about his time living with Diddy for a year when he was 13 years old. After Howard Stern wondered if it was L.A. Reid's idea for Usher to live with the Bad Boy Records founder at 54, the R&B star said there was very curious things taking place during his time residing with Diddy in New York City. I got a chance to see some things, Usher told Stern 70, adding, I went there to see the lifestyle and I saw it. He continued, I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. Usher then recalled that there were famous artists like Biggie Smalls, Lil' Kim, Craig Mack, Faith Evans, and Mary J. Blige that was also hanging around at the time. When asked if he was staying up until 4 a.m. partying with Diddy and his entourage, the Yeah performer said he could actually stayed up longer than them. He described the experience as pretty crazy. Asked if he would ever send his children to Puffy Camp, Usher declared, hell no. So this is where, right? This is where I get pissed. So you say that you would never send your children to Puffy Camp, but yet he's legacy. You said, quote, I would never send my kids to Puffy Camp, right? You said, hell no, but yet he's legacy. You say you would never send your kids to Puffy Camp, but yet you say he's legacy. Let's continue. Oh my God. In February, he also opened up to People Magazine, People.com about his experiences at Diddy's Flavor Camp. I remember Outkast making their first records and being able to hear Rico Wade work on these songs. Literally slept in this man's living room, being in the dungeon and being just kind of around and just trying to figure out who's who. He recalled. Usher said that it wasn't just about music, but the energy of the hip hop artists were teaching me and showing me how to act and present myself. He also reminisced about me and Diddy, who first invited him to come to New York to work on music. I got a tour, went to New York City, and he began showing me the ropes. Usher told People, some of the most valuable lessons I could ever learn as an entrepreneur picked up when I spent that time in New York with him, his unwavering desire to create and make certain that your creative ideas executed. He continued, I saw him in real time, working it out, him building something from nothing, him understand how culture and collaboration could build careers, being able to see that. That's why I got. He added that he was privy to experiencing the making of the Notorious B.I.G.'s 1994 album Rated. Usher was watching it in real time, but he didn't understand the value of what I was getting in that time. In 2004, the 8-time Grammy winner told Rolling Stone that the "I'll Be Missing You" artist introduced him to a totally different type of sex specifically. Sex is so hot in the industry, man. He explained there were always girls around. You open the door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having a orgy. You never knew what was going to happen. On Day's properties in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by federal agents. Homeland Security investigations confirmed to People Magazine, People.com. Earlier that day, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI New York, executed law enforcement actions as a part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. A Homeland Security Investigations representative told People in a statement, these raids took place amid sex trafficking allegations and 2 lawsuits. TMC reported that federal cops arrived at the rapper's LA home with helicopters above the property, while video from Fox 11 showed Diddy's sons, Justin Combs, 30, Christian King Combs, 25, and I believe his son, Justin Combs, or Christian Combs, one of the sons, is also in their own SA lawsuit as well. In handcuffs outside of their Beverly Hills home, Combs' lawyer released a statement condemning the raids on Tuesday evening. There was a gross overuse of military-level force and search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences, said attorney Aaron Dyer in a statement to People Magazine, People.com. There's no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. This unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment. Mr. Combs is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits, added Dyer. Statement concluded there's been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. I wonder how Aaron Dyer is feeling right now. The fact that the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Now, let's go and talk about YouTube, everybody. Because YouTube, why do this? Why do this? And why do this right here? YouTube executive counters Netflix rivalry talk, highlighting platform's global reach and $100 billion in creator economy payout. From Riot.com, YouTube's managing director in France and South Europe, Justine Ritz, spoke at Fireside Chat hosted at Series Mania in Lyle. A week after Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos called YouTube a straightforward direct competitor, the platform's managing director in France and South Europe, Justine Ritz, proved him right as she unpacked YouTube's strategy in the content business and global reach, speaking at Fireside Chat hosted at Series Mania in Lille. The Paris-based executive said YouTube paid out more than $100 billion to creators, artists, and media companies between 2021 and 2025. That figure outpaces Netflix's estimated $79.5 billion in cash content spending over the same period. She said the comparison with Netflix highlights YouTube's growing weight in the global content economy, even as it stopped short of acting as a conventional commissioner. YouTube does not buy upfront, does not commission content as a broadcaster or streaming platform do, but we pay back more than half our revenue to the right owners who are behind the YouTube channel, she said. She said YouTube tried to commission content like streamers in the past when it launched YouTube Red completely and abandoned it. We completely failed, she said candidly, when we started to acquire some content. But when you go into that direction, first of all, it's a different job. You have to have completely different skills, and then you have to propose a grid with new formats every month, every week, every day, every hour. The session was introduced by a presentation by Media, which revealed that while Netflix is bound to remain the subscription leader for years to come, YouTube's global audience of monthly active users is expected to be 3 times bigger by 2030. The study also showed that in France, Netflix edges YouTube as first choice of video service by a thin margin, 18 and 12 respectively, boasting more than 2.7 billion monthly active users. This is for YouTube. YouTube also overlaps massively with broadcaster artists in several territories, especially in France with 51%. YouTube Premium, meanwhile, has 100 million worldwide subscribers. During her series chat at Series Mania, Rich sought to soothe concerns from traditional players, as she said YouTube isn't here to replace television and is the best ally to the television industry, the broadcasters and producers. She said users themselves have chosen these different journeys or different ways of consumption. Our job, and this is the primary mission of YouTube, is to give the best user experience and business model. She went on to talk about different collaborations with paid TV and broadcasters across Europe, like Canal Plus and France Televisions in France and the BBC in the United Kingdom. When France Televisions goes on YouTube, it's to get the demos under 30 years old below versus the average audience on linear television, she said. The executive also pointed YouTube was working with ratings company Media EMEA and several companies, including France. You can see exactly the complementary of our audiences, she said. She said it made sense for the BBC to strike a partnership with YouTube because when you're a public service broadcaster, your main mission is to address the widest possible audience. On the paid TV side, she said Canal Plus is using YouTube to push its free-to-air content. They have a very smart strategy of putting the first episodes of some original series like Baladi on YouTube and then invite you to go on the paid subscription, she said, pointing that YouTube is bringing in 7% of Canal Plus subscribers, which said the platform has replicated the same model with Sky Italia, and found that YouTube is contributing to 8.7% of Sky Italia subs. YouTube has been diving into the micro drama space for YouTube Shorts since launching 5 years ago, which says it's been expanding incredibly. It's 200 billion daily views on Shorts every day, and the users of Shorts have increased of 20% year on year during the last quarter. She pointed out a lot of producers or distributors of micro dramas are using YouTube as their first showcase to transition them and then transition them to their platform. So I want to go back for a minute. I want to go back because with all due disrespect to Justine Rist, I'm going to say this to you, and I'm saying this in every shape, form, and fashion. Pedro Pena said there was no appetite for originals. He is the vice president of Europe, Middle East, and Africa for YouTube. Neal Mahon said that we don't know how to pick originals. And then you say here, we completely failed, she said candidly, when we start acquiring some content. We started to acquire some content, but when you go into that direction, first of all, it's a different job. You have to have completely different skills, and then you have to propose a new grid with new formats every month, every week, every day, every hour. That's not necessarily true. I have pitched YouTube studios, I don't know how many times, where YouTube studios, content creator, and the network or the streamer, they all get a cut, right? And it will be a great way to promote content creators who are on YouTube, right? Let's just say you're not Mr. Beast. Let's just say you're not Liza Koshy. All right. Let's say you're not Lily Singh. Let's say that you are not a, oh my God, who's another famous YouTuber that you know? Oh my God. Casey Neistat, right? Those YouTubers, they have made it. They got their platform. But let's just say, right, Brainley's Virtual Tour partners up with YouTube Studios, and let's just say that Brainley's Virtual Tour, right here, Brainley's Virtual Tour Live is on, give me a moment, y'all, is on do you not know how big that would be for Hulu to get a YouTube Studios production that's already produced, right? Format's been tested. And not to mention, too, y'all just didn't have the right people at YouTube to know what they were doing. So you failed because you did not take the time, energy, and commitment to figure out how to diversify what needed to be inside the tent. And you didn't set up the right, dimensions to be able to have infrastructure for the house. Because YouTube Studios can work. Y'all are just not being activated enough to do it. Now, Fox has already done Fox Creator Studios. TikTok has done a partnership with Need I remind you of studios with Tubi? Also, too, with the NBC Universal Launch Unscripted Accelerator, where 5 content creators got a $20,000 development deal. It's going to be for NBC Universal for all the cable networks before they spun off into Versant. But now it's NBC Universal and Bravo and Peacock, right? And then, of course, the Blavity Creative Collective. Let me show you studios real quick. And one more time, everybody, and go.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
So y'all saw that, right? Your movie or TV show could be a Tubi original, right? Now, Tubi reaches 100 million monthly active users. Tubi and TikTok just did a partnership. You don't think YouTube and Tubi are not going to do a partnership for long-form content? I'm going to need y'all quit playing in my face. Because y'all broadcasted a whole NFL game on YouTube from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and then you're going to bring the Oscars to YouTube in 2029? Okay. All right. Y'all broke the career economy, but yet y'all are not being about the strength, right, of recognizing your weight, right, of the creator economy and what y'all do within it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't get it. Now, with that being said, I got one more destination for y'all. I saw this. I'm like, oh, we're going to have to talk about this. Roll it.
The next time y'all get on my internet and tell me I look like Magic Johnson's son, when that man gets up every day to put on makeup to look like me, do not play with me.
I'm going to play it 2 more times, y'all.
I don't have time today. I'm tired of y'all saying that about we jealous or trying to look like men or saying we look like men when men are trying to look like us.
Yeah, she actually posted this to her social media. Yeah, I know.
The next time y'all get on my internet and tell me I look like Magic Johnson's son, when that man gets up every day to put on makeup to look like me, do not play with me. I don't have time today. I'm tired of y'all saying that about we jealous or trying to look like men or saying we look like men when men are trying to look like us.
One more time. Just one more.
The next time y'all get on my internet and tell me I look like Magic Johnson's son, when that man gets up every day to put on makeup to look like me, do not play with me. I don't have time today. I'm tired of y'all saying that about we jealous or trying to look like men or saying we look like men when men are trying to look like us.
As you can see, the comments are commenting. Now I can't unsee it. I'm fucking hollering, who violated? I haven't heard this until now. The side by side is crazy. I can't take the shenanigans. The internet is funny as hell. So when I saw this show, I'm just like, you know what? I can't stand the internet. Because when I saw it, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I had to watch it a couple of times just to see what the people are saying. But the shoes fit. Lace them up and wear them. In the words of Todrick Hall, the nails, the hips, the legs, the body, all that stuff, just be about it, okay? So, y'all, that's the show. I cannot. Y'all want to take a little commercial breaky. We'll be back with more Brainley's Virtual Tour live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show you. The scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braille and Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braille and Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braille and Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braille and Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination and experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mero's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
So good, I had to tell you twice. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. Sorry, y'all. That's in my mouth. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for over 2 hours as we have. What a epic show this evening. Like I said, I I let the day not only evolve, but I allowed the day to breathe. And so when I saw the destinations that I saw, I'm just like, okay, these destinations are gonna be hot. So I mean, let's talk about what we talked about this evening. Mama Tina, my Lord Jesus, I'm glad everything got fixed with the gumbo. But Lord Jesus, I got a feeling somebody's gonna sue, because if I'm coughing up blood, I'm suing too. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I know that we ain't gonna let Mama Tina slide, you know what I mean? But hopefully they'll settle and it'll be a-okay, you know what I mean? Mero did his damn good one responding to PD epidemics. To always be on Twitch, but we never see you anywhere of importance. Like, bruh, come on now. You can't attack somebody that is on a platform you'll never get to. Come on now. And then, of course, we talked about the hair industry and how the hair game is evolving, that there's more natural hair out there than ever before. And also, too, there's a company called, let me see. I just want to make sure I get the company's name right here. Give me one moment. The Re-Natural is making it do what it do with combined technology and wigs. So shout out to them. That is absolutely great. Then Delta Airlines is cutting off the perks for Congress to be able to fly in the fashion that they have been doing. So shout out to that. The 50 Cent is investing in Planet Hollywood for Planet Hollywood Live, and there may be more venues across the country. So that's going to be huge. Then of course, Young Miami said that she lost money after being connected to P. Diddy. Wow, what a shocking concept there. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Listen, there are rewards and consequences for what you do. I don't know what else to tell you. I truly don't. But listen, I hope your kids are okay. Go ahead, yeah, you're grown. You make grown choices, you get grown results. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. With that being said, we talked about YouTube and the creator economy and how I think YouTube is really behind the ball when it comes to understanding the magnitude of who they are as a platform. Because YouTube CEO should be made. You should not have Fox being ahead of the game in the creator economy when you guys have made the creator economy. You know what I mean? So just wanted to just keep it a buck with that. And then, of course, Tasha K. Oh my God, looking like EJ Johnson. I could not. That was crazy work, I have to tell you. So for sure. Like I said, it's always something going on. There's always something going on. There's always something going on. So just want to come on with y'all, hang out with y'all. So like I said, tomorrow I will be off unless there is something in the culture to talk about. If it is, I will see you guys tomorrow. But if not, just know I am taking my off day. And then Friday, I will be back to see you all with 2 new shows, one at 11 a.m. and then one at 11 a.m. and then one at 6 p.m. So yes, indeed. So we'll relax here for just a little bit. Probably kick it up all the way to 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then after that, we will make it do what it do. So, hey, 2 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. my Lord. Yes, indeed. We are just chillaxing, everybody. Yes, indeed. So, yep, we're just chillaxing, almost there to 2 hours and 20 minutes there. Yes, indeed. So, hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just chillaxing, getting ready to wrap up the show. You see all 8 destinations right there. We talked about all that tonight. So, a great show for sure. It was a long day at work today. I felt extremely tired. Oh. Yes, indeed. As we get ready for the Daily Motivator, and here it is. Here, let's get to it. The real secret to success is enthusiasm. The real secret to success is enthusiasm. The real secret to success is enthusiasm. My Lord Jesus, what a word right there from Walter Chrysler. Well, let's get to it because, it's time to make it do what it do, everybody. It's time for the Daily Motivator for March 25th, 2026. Give me a moment, everybody. Here we go, everybody, for Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Patient, focused effort. To do one thing better, to do something else not at all, to focus on particular tasks, forget for a while all the other tasks. The best result does not come from seeking the most results. To get anywhere worthwhile, you must continue in a consistent direction for the entire distance. Greed can never be a substitute for purpose, except that you cannot do it all and you enable yourself to achieve at your highest level. Intention is both a positive choice and a negative choice. To follow a path with effectiveness, you must decline many other possible pathways. Over time, you'll be able to achieve many good and valuable outcomes. Yet, if you attempt too many at once, almost certain to frenzied, scattered activity gains you nothing but anxiety. It is with patient, persistent, and focused effort that you'll create a long string of great achievements. Ralph Morrison. I was thinking about that today, and one of my good colleagues and friends and coworkers, they got a new job today. I was like, congratulations, man, and I will say this. I think a lot of times in life, we tend to forget that it is okay to be human. I was talking, my mic was off. I think a lot of times we forget that it is absolutely okay to be human in what we want in life, right? But also recognizing that the beginning, middle, end of the day, that a patient and focused effort requires a willingness to endure. I think sometimes we don't know how to endure, to know that there can be another side to life. That's the first thing I will say. The second thing I'll say is intention is both a positive choice and a negative choice. When you are about, my Lord Jesus, this is so deep. When you are about the good intention of elevating people, usually that takes time for that to come back to you, because a lot of people are not usually tuned in for the good. But if you have the intention of hurting people, everybody's here for that, because that is an internal reflection of how broken they are as an individual and how the badness in their life has overtaken them. And finally, frenzy, scatter activity gains you nothing but anxiety. A lot of us truly will always be in an anxious state because we allow ourselves to be in that position. If you want to be in a good position, then put yourself in a mindset of being good to people. If you want to do bad to people, you put yourself in that bad position, recognize that when it comes back around, know your role, stay in your place, and drive your speed limit. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for this outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one more special, because you are always one of the blessed. Trust you may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you were chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself? It's another to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, we're also great together. And I always remember we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just recognizing that, hey, listen, maybe, just maybe, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, if you connect to somebody that causes hell, you cannot expect hell to not come back on you. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value you, I appreciate you all. Always remember, see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give it. Where obstacles you will come, where success you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is probably be proud of you, damn. So finally, y'all, I will just say this. The month is almost out, right? And I know that it can seem like, my Lord Jesus, is there any room for something good to happen? And I would say, yes, it is. There's always room for good to happen. The problem is, are we open to receiving the goodness? That's the problem. Are we open to receiving the goodness? One more time. Are we open to receiving the goodness? So I do believe goodness is on the way. But the question is, are we open to receive it? If we're open to receive it, nothing but good things coming your way. But if you got to question goodness, maybe that's because you're not seeing anything in you that you believe that you deserve goodness. Fix that. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was for the day that's come from the blessing all the way for you as a society, as people, as a culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter. Because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it. Our video game.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn